In this video, we are going to discuss some of the advanced configuration options for the Office Watch system. This will include scheduling reports to be emailed automatically and adding users for the web interface. These changes can only be made from the server side itself. These changes are not allowed through the web browser. The first thing you would need to do is to go to the server that is running the Office Watch system and open up the program. If we wanted to assign users to be able to access this remotely from the web page, we would go to Assign. If we wanted to assign users to be able to access this and pull reports from the web page, we could go to File, Web Server Operation, and we would enter in the password. By default, this is 2222. If this has been changed, your system administrator will let you know. Here you see that we've enabled the web server operation, and we're given the option to edit users. Here I can add new users. I'd give it a name, and then under access level, I have the ability for them to view just alarms, for them to view reports, or for them to be allowed to administer the system from the web interface. The web page admin can only edit users and departments. They're not allowed to add web server users or to schedule reports. Here we would type in the user ID that the person would use to log in, and here we would type in a password. It's important to remember what password you've entered at this point. You would click OK, and now that user has been granted the ability to access this system from the web interface. The other function we are going to look at here is the scheduling of reports. This interface is remarkably similar to the one on the web page. Here you see we can actually drill into the map by region to get more detail on the calls. Remember, the colored dots represent departments. But I can go up here to Reports and select Report Scheduler. This will allow me to either edit existing reports that are scheduled or to add new ones. If I look at an existing report, this report is going to pull a detail on all outgoing calls for this extension number. Every day from midnight to midnight. It's going to email them to this address with this subject, and it's going to do it at 5 p.m. every weekday. I can edit any of these settings in here. I can also add a new report. Any report that we can generate on demand, we can schedule. So I can send a frequently dialed numbers report on any number by any extension, and by default it's going to do it from today. It's going to do it each weekday at 5 o'clock. We are going to send it at that address. We will change the subject and we have to give it a report description. In this case, we will call it the Daily Frequent Number Report. So now you see that has been added to the list. Here's an example report that runs weekly. Every Monday at 8 a.m. it'll email this report to these addresses. And it's a summary report of all extensions for the past week, regardless of department. I can edit any of these settings in here. I can delete existing reports. I can also highlight a report. I can change its output to screen. And when I run that report, it'll show me what the user will receive when they get the email. Now I can change it back to email, verify the email address is there, and save that report. Using the report scheduler can save the system administrator time by automating processes and sending reports to the users that need them at set intervals with specific reports that the user desires. This concludes our video on the advanced administration of the Office Watch system.